Yo, what's going on everyone, my name is Aaron and welcome to a quick video breaking down the new OTA patch in Marvel Snap. This is the June 8th balance update. So as you can see in the screen, we are starting off with the first card change, which is Spiderman. So Spiderman's previous was 4-3 and his ability hasn't changed, it's still the same, but as you can see currently on the screen, it's updated to a 5-4. So they said that Spiderman performs very well in multiple decks like High Evo, Lockdown and Galactus. Don't want to avoid these kind of playstyles being too powerful, so they've adjusted him to try and stop the combos which are like Spider-Man into Professor X, but now he's the same cost as Professor X, and they think that they're going to be, you know, instead of doing them one into the other, they're going to be using the same, which is kind of understandable. However, with Galactus, if you're running the standard like wave into Galactus, then Spider-Man, then whatever you want final round, then that doesn't change at all. Yeah, I don't feel like that in Galactus doesn't really change much, to be honest, personally. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Again, you could just have Electro on and he drops back down to his 4. It just depends on how you want to play. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad of a buff, but I can understand why some people aren't unhappy or are unhappy. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think about that. Moving on, we have Beast. So Beast, his old stats were 2-2. However, his new stats are 3-4, and in my opinion, this is a good upgrade because one, he's got 2 more power, and 2, Beast was obviously in a lot of bounce decks, and this has just changed that a little bit, so people have to adjust their deck. But you know that you're going to be playing a 3-4, and he's still worth it. You know, returning them the cards to your hand costing 1 less. And what they've said is bounce decks with cards like Key Pride, Bast, and Hitmonkey have been performing very well lately. Beast in particular stood out, and it's very powerful enabler in the deck. We want Beast's effect to make more investment to get returns, so we're adjusting him to be a free cost card. This also helps give Falcon more room to spread his wings, as he often felt like a worse Beast without the cost reduction effect, which is fair enough because they have all the stats, and I guess it is kind of a buff for Falcon to be played more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm not really been into the bounce decks, but we'll see how that works out for this month. Moving on to the next one, we have the HUD. His old stats were 1-2 on reveal, add a demon to your hand. His new stats is 1-2. His new stats is 1-3, add a demon to your hand. And the reason for this that they've said is just that many decks are able to take great advantage of a cheap 6-power demon while neutralizing the HUD's negative power. We're making a small nerf to HUD's power to make it more punishing to the player if you're unable to counteract his base power. Notably, this is actually a buff to Viper decks that hand over the HUD to opponent. So it's a catch-22. It can be a HUD. I mean, it can be an actual buff to those Vipers decks, but it can also be a punishment if you not got a way to deal with him, which I guess it is what it is. I don't really use the HUD, but I can see why he's good in Viper decks. On to second to last is Rogue. She was a 3-1, now she's a 3-2. So I think that Rogue is a very good card, very underutilized, especially she's very good against Galactus deck. But yeah, she needs to be used more as a card to counter these ongoing cards, and I think she has that ability, especially now being a 3-2. Maybe she'll get chosen more. But yeah, I really like Rogue. I've not used her, but I think that she's a very good card, and I would use her if I was using those types of decks. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Rogue buff. Finally, we have Medusa. So she was previously a 2-2. but with the middle location given +2 power. Now she's still a 2-2, but the middle location gives her a +3, so she goes to a 2-5 if you play her in the mid. And the reason for this that they've said is just that Medusa gets literally 0 game time, except for the early stages of Snap, so when people are unlocking their cards and think that she's, you know, she's a good 2-slot to just slot right in. But yeah, I think it could be good for Medusa. She does get played like not much at all, but yeah, it could be a nice card to see back in the rota, see how things get going. But yeah guys, let me know what you thought about this quick little update. I hope the feel of this video wasn't too long. Please click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave a like and comment on what else you want to see in the channel in regards to Marvel Snap or some DC Dual Force. So yeah guys, I've been Aaron, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.